Avoid nursing homes. 5 smart ways to stay in your own home longer. Have you ever sat quietly in your favorite chair and thought to yourself, I just want to stay right here? Not just for a moment, but for good. In your home, with your memories, your routine, your independence. That cozy blanket that knows your knees. That coffee mug that fits just right in your hand. The way sunlight lands on the kitchen table at 9 a.m., all the little comforts that say, this is mine. If you're over 60, chances are you've heard someone, maybe a friend, a neighbor, even a family member, suggest that it might be time to think about assisted living. And let's be honest, just hearing those words can make your chest tighten a little. Because it's not just about a different address. It's about giving up freedom, routine, and the beautiful familiarity of home. But here's the truth no one tells you, growing older doesn't mean you have to give up control. You just have to get smarter about how you manage your space, your body, and your support system. In this video, we're going to talk about 5 smart, realistic ways you can extend your time at home, safely, comfortably, and on your own terms. These aren't expensive renovations or unrealistic demands. These are simple, effective habits that hundreds of people in their 70s, 80s, and even 90s are using to stay exactly where they want to be, at home. Let's begin with something that affects so many older adults but doesn't get talked about nearly enough: preventing falls. Most people don't realize just how much one little trip can change everything. A rug slips, a foot catches on a step, and suddenly, your routine is upended by doctor's visits, bed rest, and worse, suggestions of moving out. But here's the empowering part: many of these falls are preventable. If you take just a little time to reassess the layout of your living space, you can turn your home into a safer zone without giving up its charm. Start with the basics: keep pathways clear. That coffee table you've had for decades? If it's blocking your route between the living room and the bathroom at night, it might be time to move it or choose something slimmer. Make sure hallways and stairs are well lit. Consider adding motion sensor night lights. And as much as you love that decorative rug under the dining table, if it bunches up or slides, it's got to go. Staying upright is one of the most powerful ways to stay independent. Now, let's shift gears a bit and talk about something equally powerful but less visible: strength and mobility. It might sound like a gym ad, but building strength is your secret weapon to staying home longer. Think about it: the ability to stand up easily from a chair, climb a couple of stairs, or even carry your laundry without needing help, those are all acts of strength. And they matter more than ever as we age. But you don't need to become a weightlifter. You just need to move with intention. Something as simple as standing up and sitting down from your chair 10 times each morning can improve leg strength dramatically over time. Taking a daily walk, around your home, around the block, or even just from room to room, can keep your muscles awake and your balance sharp. Even stretching your arms overhead while brushing your teeth or doing light ankle rolls while watching TV can make a big difference. And here's a little secret: the body remembers what it practices. The more you move, the more your body will be ready when it matters most, whether that's stepping off a curb, reaching for something on a high shelf, or getting out of bed in the middle of the night. So don't underestimate the power of movement, no matter how small. But here's the part that often gets overlooked in these conversations: the emotional toll of feeling like others are watching you, waiting for you to slip up. Maybe your adult children are gently dropping hints, asking if you've thought about downsizing or making a plan. It comes from a place of love, but it can also feel like pressure. That's why the third key is communication. Staying in your home longer doesn't mean pushing people away. It means including them in the right way. Be proactive. Have the conversations before they're forced on you. Let your family know your wishes, and show them your plan. Say, yes, I've removed tripping hazards. I'm working on my balance. I even have someone check in with me every few days. When your loved ones see that you're not just hoping to stay home, you're prepared to stay home, they're far more likely to support your decision. This isn't just about avoiding change. It's about protecting your independence with grace and strategy. When you're the one setting the plan, you stay in control. And that peace of mind? It's priceless. We've talked about the importance of reducing fall risks and keeping your strength up, and how being proactive, even in small ways, helps you stay in charge of your future. But let's keep going, because your home, your freedom, and your peace of mind are worth every bit of attention and care. Now, let's talk about one of the biggest helpers you might be overlooking: technology. And I know, for some folks, even the word technology can make your eyes roll a little. Maybe you're thinking, I'm not into gadgets, or I don't need a robot to remind me to eat lunch. But I promise, this isn't about complicating your life, it's about making it easier. There are some incredibly simple, senior-friendly tools out there that can quietly work behind the scenes to keep you safe and supported. For example, there are smart home devices that can turn on your lights with just your voice. Imagine never having to fumble for a switch in the dark again. There are also emergency alert systems that don't look or feel like the old panic buttons of the past. Some are worn like stylish watches, others connect directly to your phone, and all of them are designed to give you, and your family, peace of mind. And what about medication reminders? It's easy to miss a dose or take the wrong pill, especially when you're managing more than one prescription. But today's smart pill dispensers can give you a gentle nudge at just the right time, and some even alert a family member if something's missed. It's not about losing independence, it's about reinforcing it. Because the more things you can keep running smoothly, the longer you can stay in the driver's seat. Speaking of running smoothly, this next part is something many people don't want to think about, but once they do, it becomes a game changer. I'm talking about streamlining your daily environment. Over the years, we all accumulate stuff. Drawers filled with who knows what, closets that haven't been opened in a decade, or entire rooms that don't get used but still need to be cleaned. And you know what all that clutter becomes? Obstacles. Simplifying your home doesn't mean you have to live like a minimalist. It means creating a space that serves you, not the other way around. Start small. Pick one drawer or one corner of a room and ask yourself, do I use this? Do I need this? Does it bring me peace or does it take up space? You'll be surprised how freeing it feels to let go of things that no longer serve your life today. Plus, having a clearer space helps reduce stress and makes your daily routines much easier. Less bending, reaching, and navigating around piles means fewer chances for injury, and fewer reasons for someone to say, maybe this house is too much for you. When you show that you're actively taking care of your environment, you send a clear message, I've got this. And finally, here's something that might surprise you. One of the smartest ways to stay in your home longer isn't just about the physical, it's about staying socially connected. Loneliness is more dangerous than most people realize. It doesn't just weigh on your heart, it can affect your memory, your mood, even your immune system. And when you start feeling disconnected, it's easier for others to assume you're slipping, even when you're not. So what can you do? Make regular connection part of your weekly rhythm. It doesn't have to be grand. A quick phone call with a neighbor. A coffee date with a friend. A video chat with your grandkids, even if they're just showing you their latest dance moves or what they had for lunch. The more you keep those ties strong, the more you reinforce your sense of purpose. And people with purpose? They live longer, they stay sharper, and they stay home a lot longer. If mobility is an issue or you don't drive anymore, there are community resources that can help: senior centers with transportation services, local church groups, even online hobby communities where you can chat with others who share your interests. You don't have to do it all, but doing something social each week can keep your world wide and full, even when you're in your own living room. When you combine all of these things, safe surroundings, a strong body, helpful technology, a clear and simplified space, and regular connection with others, you're not just avoiding a nursing home. You're building a foundation for lasting independence. You're showing everyone around you, including yourself, that you're capable, thoughtful, and ready to take control of this chapter of your life. So far, we've talked about making your home safer, building physical strength, using simple technology, clearing clutter, and staying socially connected, all powerful ways to hold onto your independence. Now let's turn to something that doesn't get nearly enough attention but might be the most important piece of all: having a plan and owning your decisions. Because here's the truth: if you don't take the lead on how you want to live, someone else eventually will. And often, that someone will be acting in a rush, under stress, maybe after a fall or illness. They'll mean well, of course, but they may not know what you really want. That's why taking control now, while you feel strong, aware, and capable, is the smartest, most empowering move you can make. Start by thinking through the basics. Who would you want to call in an emergency? What if you couldn't make a medical decision for yourself? Who would speak for you? These aren't easy questions, but they're ones that free you up when they're answered ahead of time. Whether it's filling out a basic advance directive or just writing down a few clear instructions, having something in place means fewer surprises for your family and fewer chances of someone making assumptions. It also helps to be clear with your loved ones about your goals. You can say, "I want to stay in my home as long as it's safe and healthy to do so. Here's what I'm doing to make that happen." When they hear that you've thought things through, that you're acting with intention, not stubbornness, they're far more likely to support you, not question you. And remember, having a plan doesn't mean you're expecting something bad to happen. It means you're being wise enough to prepare, just like buckling a seatbelt. It's there for peace of mind. And let's face it, when you've lived through decades of changes, raised a family, worked, made a home, you've earned the right to decide how this part of your life looks. That power doesn't go away with age. If anything, it grows stronger when you claim it with confidence. Now, let's take a breath and look at the bigger picture. Because everything we've talked about, staying strong, staying safe, staying connected, and staying in control, really comes down to one central idea: you are not helpless. You are not fragile. You are not just waiting for something to happen. You are capable, resilient, and filled with the kind of wisdom that can only come from experience. It's easy to feel overwhelmed sometimes, especially when the world seems to move fast and opinions about aging are often filled with limits. But aging doesn't mean fading, it means refining. You've earned the right to live on your terms. And by making small but powerful choices every day, you're setting yourself up for a future filled with comfort, dignity, and freedom. If you're watching this video, chances are, you care deeply about staying independent. Maybe you've had a scare or a family conversation that didn't sit quite right. Or maybe you're just being smart and thinking ahead. Either way, I want you to know, you're not alone. Thousands of others are choosing to rewrite the script on aging. They're choosing to be proactive instead of reactive. They're choosing strength over surrender. And if you've already taken some of these steps, whether it's getting rid of that slippery throw rug or learning how to use a video call app to stay in touch with family, celebrate that. Every positive step matters. No change is too small if it helps you live the life you want. So let's keep that momentum going. If something in this video sparked an idea, inspired a new habit, or reminded you of something you've been meaning to do, go do it today. Your future self will thank you. And if you've got tips or experiences to share, I'd love to hear them. Drop a comment below. You might inspire someone else who's on the same journey. And if you found this video helpful, give it a like. It really helps the channel grow and reach more people just like you. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, too. This channel is all about practical, uplifting advice to help you thrive, not just survive, after 60. Because this chapter of your life should be one of the strongest, most empowered, and most joy-filled of all. Remember, your home is more than a place, it's your sanctuary. And with the right steps, you can stay there, on your own terms, living the life you've worked so hard to build. Here's to living your best life, right where you belong, safe, strong, and in control. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.